What's up, my friends? Love Karl Anthony Towns, over 11.5 rebounds and assists. I have more picks for you coming at you right here, right now. Let's go. Yeah, we're going right back to the well. We had this, I believe, three videos ago. Easy over. He's hit the over in 4 straight games. In fact, he's hit the over in 15 of 20 this season, averaging just over 12 rebounds and assists per game. I'm not entirely sure why this line isn't at 12.5 plus odds at this point. Even at 12.5, my guy has hit the over in over 50% of the games. Now he's facing off against a Memphis defense that's giving up the 9th most rebounds per game. In the middle of the road for assists. The one position that really doesn't gobble up rebounds against Memphis is the center position. Towns will get some minutes at center today, but most of his minutes will be at the 4. Now, Towns did face the Memphis Grizzlies about 3 weeks ago, and he hit the under in that game, finished with 10 rebounds and assists. But when you go back and you look at that game, he only played 25 minutes. It was a blowout. I think if he gets his full complement, even just 30 minutes, give him another 5 minutes on his rotation, and I think the easy over happens today. Taking the over 11.5 rebounds and assists. I like it on sportsbooks, minus 120 DK as well. Well, this is incredibly unfortunate. I was just about to talk about Nicholas Claxton over 21.5 points and rebounds, and it got bumped while I was live, of all things, recording. So going to remove that one. I'm going to move on to the next one. But keep that in mind. Nicholas Claxton, amazing matchup today against the Wizards, who are just bleeding all stats against bigs, against everybody. Honestly, they're dead last in the NBA in opposing points and opposing rebounds per game. Claxton and friends, I think they got good upside today. So my next play, I'm going to pivot to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Man, this guy makes this list often. He is on a lot of my videos if you watch my channel. All right, so he played the Warriors twice. In the first game, didn't play as many minutes. Second game, played a billion minutes. And he easily hit the over. Scored 40 points in the second game with 40 minutes. Kind of wild. And essentially, that's kind of been SGA. The amount of minutes he plays is basically the amount of points he's going to score. It is uncanny how accurate it is when he climbs the minute filters, 25 to 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. And every time he gets another minute, he's scoring another point. It is kind of wild. So we've got a very close game. We have a spread, I believe, was 2.5 last night when I looked at it. We've got a solid total. I think it was 236 off the top of my head. Don't quote me on that. It could be wrong at this point. I just remember it being a solid total, very solid spread. And my man, when he plays 30 minutes, SG actually hits the over in 12 of 15 games this season. I expect this one to be a very competitive game in OKC, not at the Oracle. And I'm taking SGA to score 31 plus points. And I think if you're on sportsbooks, the 35 plus and OKC to win is a really interesting proposition. That one is already like a plus 280 as I saw it last night. So take those if you'd like them. I'm all over them today. And yeah, I'm going back to the well with Kobe White, man, over 24.5 points and rebounds. Saw this one on my premium night 2 nights ago when I went 6-0 with my picks. 6-0. What a freaking night. Kobe White, man, whenever there's no Zach LaVine, this kid, I should say kid, I think third-year player is going to feast. Yeah, third year. This is kind of when you see some of those ex-first rounders take that leap. We're seeing it right now with guys like Scotty Barnes. It happens annually. Give me a third-year player when they've got an opportunity and they had initial talent. And that's what you got right now in Kobe White. Now, he's kind of a chucker, right? He's like the YMCA three-point shooter, right? He just kind of comes down the court and it's just wild play. But right now it's working for him. He keeps scoring buckets and he keeps getting a ton of rebounds. He's racking up a few assists per game. And I'll talk about those last 4 games in 1 second. But before we get to that one and the rest of the picks, do me a huge favor. Hit the like button right now. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think of this format. 2 thumbs up, 1 thumb up. Good, not good, whatever. Drop it. And also, any questions you have in regards to betting today, drop them in the comment. Every video, in fact, not just today. You drop your comments. I try to reply to every single comment made in some way, shape, or form. So drop your comments down below, drop your questions. And if you want access to my Discord where you can do that 24/7, it's $14.99, link below. All right, so Kobe White gets a really nice matchup today. Spurs giving up the 3rd most points, 7th most rebounds, and 3rd most assists. So truly, if you wanted to go PRA, you could climb that all the way up to 30.5. Now, that's a big high number for me. I'm not entirely comfortable doing it. I want to go with the points and the rebounds. Points because we've seen him score 19 plus in 7 of the last 8 games. And specifically in the last 4 games without Zach LaVine, he scored 23, 23, 31, and 19 points. Played a ton of minutes, 37, 45, 40, and 38. Took 17, 20, 17, and 16 shots. And like I said, YMCA Chucker, yeah, listen to 3-point volume, 12, 11, 13, and 7 attempts, just heaving them from downtown. And then he's got these games of rebounds where he had 1, that was a bad one, but he had 4, 9, and 9. So I'm taking the points and rebounds. He's hit the over in 3 of the 4. The one game he hooked against Oklahoma, where he only had 1 rebound, but he did score 23 points. Give me Kobe White over 24.5 points and rebounds. All right, let's go line shopping. This is mysparty.com. You all have access to it. Totally free, 100% free. Enjoy it. This is an optimizer. Select implied probability, highest to lowest. DFS optimizer. Yeah, absolutely. If you wanted to go site by site, you could do that. Here's Sleeper. This would show you all the live lines on sports books and the implied probability for these books, so on and so forth. This is for D'Anthony Melton. I was doing research on him earlier, but if you select all players, you're going to see the best plays overall. Like Alperen Sengun right now, over 4.5 assists is the #1 play on Sleeper Picks, 59.06%. Implied probability that occurs per the odds. That's these right here. Penny, -163. MGM, Caesars, -135 and -133. FanDuel, -148. DK, -130. If you want it as a straight, that's your last spot to get it. And then Fliff, -145. The next best play, in my opinion, not this one, there's only 3 sportsbooks showing it, would be Devin Vassell, under 3.5 assists against the Bulls. There it is, 6 books, juice to the under. Penny, juiced like crazy. You want a 2-pick power today, just go Devin Vassell under 3.5 assists and go Alperen Sengun over 4.5 assists. I think that's phenomenal. I actually like the data that backs up both plays, and I think that's a solid play. You could go right down the list. Parlay Play, Underdog, Prize Picks. You could view all the very best live plays per the math, per the odds. And it's 100% free to do so at mysparty.com. Here's a nice one. Keldon Johnson. What I like most about this is the fact that we have 6 sports books to compare to Odds Shop. We're pricing out Pinnacle, MGM, Caesars, FanDuel, DK, and Fliff. And every single book is -130 to -150. If you want it as a straight, last spot to get it, I think it's DK at -130. Matchup not the greatest. However, 58.24% implied probability that Keldon Johnson goes over 1.5 threes. Why does this matter? Well, listen, all those like +100s, -105s, that's like a 50 to 50.5, 51% implied probability. Do you want to make a flex 6 on PrizePicks full of these types of plays, where they're a -139 average, a -140 average, where your probability of hitting on these is 58%? Or do you want to make a flex 5, flex 6 on this Flex Friday, and you want them all to be like a -110 average? I mean, if you're playing just the math, this is the way to defeat these DFS apps long term. You got to be hammering away at these higher probability plays. Killian Hayes, under 3.5 boards, 5 sports books. In fact, there's a lot of value. I tell my members 58% is kind of the marker I want you to hover above if you can for as many plays as possible. There are almost a dozen plays over that mark right now. And then look at all these literally right there. I mean, they are right under 58%. This is insane value right now for PrizePicks, a book that just usually just crushes these bumps. So, man, if you want an odd shop right now, honestly, I cannot imagine a better morning. This is insane. As I keep scrolling, this many plays over 57.75%. PrizePicks is sleeping today. Here's how you get there. You go to mysparty.com. You're going to see the homepage. This is what it looks like on the homepage. Just some words. If you don't want words, go to the menu right there. Optimizer. There's free articles. These articles have been smashed in my best bet article, which I will post in a couple hours. That bad boy is now 4-0 in the NBA. You'll see optimizer articles. You'll see a bunch of stuff. So you click the optimizer. You can do NFL right now, by the way. If you're like, oh man, Mitch, what do we got for NFL? Well, my friends, there's a ton for NFL right now as well. Lots of value everywhere. So let's make some money today. Start shopping the odds, mysparty.com. And if you want access, again, Dub Club link down below. It's $14.99 to join. $14.99. You get 10 cappers, 10-ish cappers, depending on the sports going on that day. me, myself, and I, and all my premium picks. And then a whole slew of tools and data and models or things like that are on my website and posted in Discord. I'll see you in there. Have yourself a day and let's get paid.